Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts back. Once again, another reaction for you guys. Take us, of course, in the journey of Transformers Prime. This is Season 1, Episode 4, Darkness Rising, Part 4. We're still in the Darkness Rising parts. We're still here, but regardless, Episode 3 ended. And I thought there was more episode to go. Like, there was more to go before the episode ended. But no, it ends on a giant cliffhanger where Megatron is bringing back the dead with the Dark Energon, and we see all these bots rising out, and they're infected, of course, the Dark Energon, and it cuts to be continued. So it's not looking good, because literally we have Megatron like over here raising the dead, and Optimus, and I forget the other character's name that's with him, but it's the one that he was bringing out, and he basically hasn't been in the war much or whatever, but Optimus told him to come with him. And then you have RC and Bumblebee away, and they can't get back to base and then go over to where the ship is because like freaking Miko and I forget his name, but the bot that she's with, like that she's, you know, bonding with, whatever, that's protecting her, they're together. And then of course the two other kids come over as well through the portal, so there's no one there at the base to bring RC and Bumblebee back. So it's a whole mess. It's a whole mess, and they're all separated. And I think that's what puts the stakes even higher, because they're not all together, because even if they were, if they're all like where the ship is or whatever, that's kind of in hiding, then who's stopping Megatron or trying to prevent Megatron from raising the dead, right? But if they're all over here, then potentially they're not going to be able to save the a general character or whatever Ernie Hudson's voicing in the show, like this kind of character that's interacting with them, who's kind of working with the army or whatever. So unfortunately they have to be spread apart, but it's also causing a lot of chaos, because unfortunately the Autobots, they're not together, so it's really unfortunate. So I don't know what's going to happen here, so I'm excited, but I'm also worried that it's not going to end well. But let's jump to now, guys. Let's check it out. Let's go.
Not even the dead are free from his warmongering.
Ooh.
At last, destroy them!
Destroy them. Go crazy. Wow. That's a lot.
Retreat.
You may require a medic when this is over with.
Badass. And this is going on to move.
Thanks, Bulkhead.
Everyone out.
Get out.
At this time, please wait here.
He's going right in. Okay. Exactly. Okay. I think he has a strategy, maybe. See, they can do stuff like that because it's a robot.
Where's Miko?
Ooh, remind me never to do that again.
She will probably... Oh, shit. There you go. Slice in half. Well, all that too.
Think they forgot about us?
What is he doing? Oh.
Bring them to the bridge.
Bring them to the bridge.
Is keeping the other human there.
Oh, they made it. They made it. Okay.
Appreciate you clearing the front door for us. But storming the
That wasn't the plan, though.
Not on the activities list. Friendly.
Hello.
Hi. Okay. Teamed up. United.
You try getting them to stay behind.
I am the only one you can rely upon now. So
no.
tell me what I want to know. Yes.
He's not gonna finish.
Steel mill. Or was it under that carnival's funhouse?
Find out what is going on out there.
Fun times. It's a party. Seeing the action through their perspective is interesting, because it's like hard to hear because it's so loud and shit, you know? And back to this. Now they're getting overwhelmed. There's just too many of them, that's the problem. God, he's pissed. Don't blame him too.
Finish them!
I mean, they're not doing a good job at it. Going out of the room.
Clear.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is your name give my protection to Bulkhead. Thank you very much. Stop it! Both of you!
But they're gonna argue. It's gonna happen.
Our bots will come back for us.
Yeah. I mean, this is a lot going on right now, so.
How do you know?
Grandma, is it cookie time?
What? Exactly. Ooh.
Not so fast.
I know math when I see it. And that is one serious equation.
Can you download it?
This tech is way alien.
Watch it. Oh, yeah. You should have left your book bag. You may not have noticed it. Stand off. Yep. I mean, I get it. Oh, shit.
Miko, take a picture!
Great idea!
Not of that! Of that!
Of the thing. Oh, shit. Here it comes. Yep.
Can we stop the pie?
You found Fowler! Rock on!
Well, they were successful. Unfortunately, here, maybe not.
You will not prevail, Megatron.
Oh, he's coming for you.
Dark energon which flows through my.
Oh, don't fly away like a coward.
If this
Wow.
was Megatron's endgame, what is?
Like a cast? Interesting. But what is his endgame then?
What happened to you guys anyway? Recon!
Ratchet, have a look.
Raph was almost killed. This isn't a game. When are you gonna get that through your thick skull?
We were all almost killed, Jack.
Putting you in harm's way was never our intent.
But unfortunately, you're tied into this now.
It is no longer the safety of you three that is at risk.
Come on, Raph.
I'll be okay, Jack.
You don't exist.
Don't make me hunt you down.
Please, Lord Megatron. I meant no.
Oh shit, he's getting. Oh shit, he's getting his ass beat.
Your mindless agenda resulted in the disabling of my ship.
Shit.
Delay of my plan. No one rids me of Optimus Prime but me.
But me.
Understand? Do you?
I saw what you did today. When you saved Raph. When you came to save me. You're no fry cook. You're a rock star. Stop trying
But does it get paid? Do you get paid to be with the Autobots though? Obviously, he's not gonna be gone for good. I mean, but I don't know.
These are engineering specs for a space-time vortex generator.
A space bridge runs in two directions. Megatron may not be using it to leave Earth.
That's where he's getting his army from.
Cybertron.
Yep, the army. Yep. Really, to be continued. Again, is the whole entire season Darkness Rising parts? Like, it just feels like at this point it is, because we've been through 4 episodes. This is episode 4, and once again, to be continued. What the? Okay. Anyways, regardless, I don't know what the hell's going on. This was a very action-packed episode, and revealing, as I was saying in the last episode. I think I know I was saying it in the last episode. I was like, have I said it before? But they think they know what Megatron's plan is, and we thought with him raising the army of the dead out in that kind of like cavern area where Optimus was fighting, and the other robot, sorry, I forget his name, sorry, name's not clicking. It's a new show, I'm just getting used to names still, sorry. But that was just like a test to see if he could control, and he's like, I could feel like I'm controlling my army. Like, Megatron was testing, and now he's wanting to create a vortex, like basically like that device they have there where they can send across and go back and all that. He's making his own. Megatron is making his own, and he's going to be pulling his army of the dead through Cybertron, through all of those dead bots. That's his end game. That's his plan. And honestly, it's an insane plan, but he's proven by doing some tests that it can work, right? Now, with that many bots, however many he's going to pull, because there was a lot there in this scene that we kept going back to where they're fighting and going crazy and they're cutting limbs and stuff, and it was really interesting and really like over the top but fun action to see Optus going fucking crazy and the other bot going crazy as hell. Sorry, just don't remember the name. Don't kill me, but I'll eventually remember. But all of that was pretty cool, and they're allowed to like cut heads off and shit and stab through stuff because they're robots, and then hold up one of the bodies. Like Bulkhead was holding up a body or whatever, getting shot at and shit because they're robots, they're not humans. So they'll have to do a lot more violence in that area. But there's a lot of those dead bots there, and so that's just a precursor, just a little bit of an appetizer to what Megatron's plan is. Oh boy. Now, it's so interesting to see the dynamic of Megatron and Starscream, because literally Starscream is really playing it up when Megatron's not around. He's top boss, which he was for a while until Megatron has now come back. So he's still under the impression when Megatron's gone, I can do whatever I like. I will do what I see fit. Because Soundwave played back that bit for Megatron saying, don't do anything while I'm gone in the last episode. He played that back and Starscream's going, well, actually, and then so Starscream's still trying to be manipulative and trying to run his own thing, and everything backfired in this episode. So Megatron's beating the shit out of him and really putting him in his place because you fucked up. You did. So the dynamic there, essentially, but Megatron, he's got big plans. We'll see what happens. Jack left. We had the humans, Jack, Raph, and Miko, a part of all the action, including Bulkhead, which I don't know how far Bumblebee and RC actually were from them, but they made it there, and it was a cool little like reveal. Oh, they actually made it. It was a nice reveal that they were there on the ship, and they're saving Haywood, whatever the guy's name is. They're saving him. And they do and everything, and he's all loopy and stuff, but he never gives it away. He almost did, but he never gives away the base, thankfully. I was worried that he was actually going to give away the information, and we're going to be going somewhere else. That may still end up happening. Somehow they, Decepticons find out where the Autobots are kind of, located in terms of their base of operations. Still possible. But Jack is now left. After all this went down, and there was a lot of, back and forth, and especially the inner fighting between Raph, Miko, and especially Jack, the two of them, there's a lot of fighting going on. So he's left. And Miko goes and tries to talk to him. Obviously, he's not done, right? Because the way they've set up this show, it's the three of them, and then there are three characters that are basically protectors, and they're going to connect with. Jack with RC, Bumblebee with Raph, and then Miko with Bulkhead. That is the connect. So if you get rid of him, which literally I think he was the first human we got introduced to in terms of a character they're going to be following in episode 1. He was the first. And so to have him actually leave the show, at least this early, would be then why'd you introduce him in the first place? You know what I'm saying? So they're really setting him up to come back in the next episode, part 5 apparently, of Darkness Rising. That's what they're going to do. He's not really gone. He's I need to step away because he's I didn't sign up for this. And I don't blame him because I didn't sign up for my life to be in jeopardy, and Raph almost died. We all pretty much almost died. What the hell are we doing here? He was telling Raph, let's go. When he was leaving, let's get out of here. Because he's like, Raph, we got to go. Miko is crazy because she's the one who got us to even run over here in the first place to go through the damn portal, because she decided to go with Bulkhead and hide within him at one point in this episode, as well as he's going up the freaking side of a cliff or whatever, or side of this rocky area, and then jumping on the ship and all the chaos and all the action. And then she's inside him. He didn't even know. She's just chilling, and it's knock, knock, I'm in here. So for him, it's why am I here? I don't want to die, which is a possibility. Also, funny little thing as I'm thinking about it, because there's like I said, a lot of action in the episode, and it was overall pretty good. Of course, Starscream was able to avoid all three of them shooting at him, of course, when they're all at the standoff point. But when Bulkhead is running, which is a lot of this episode where he's running and shooting and shit, it's a weird little very fast-paced animation, and it looks can't fucking talk. Jesus, I'm tired. Sorry, guys. It looks strange. It looks like it's sped up as well. When he's running, it just feels like they're speeding up a little bit, a little too much. Just kind of something I noticed from the animation there for Bulkhead. And obviously, typically with these no-named, just repetitive face robots that are there under the guise of Starscream and Megatron, like all these just random bots that they're killing and destroying like nothing on the ship and all that. Like, they're like stormtroopers. They fucking suck. Some of them are able to fight back, but really they're just there just to get fucking destroyed by our Autobots and go, yay! And us, you know, us watching the show, or kids back in the day when the show was airing, oh, look at all the action. Oh my God, destroyed all the bad guys. It's like, they're not really good. Now, when they were fighting the zombies during the couple sequences and everything out there with Megatron Rose, that was some pretty good action because they were actually fighting back, and there was a lot of them because they were being overran at points. So there was a difference there because obviously they're not like just, you know, bots that are under basically the guidance and shit and basically working with the Decepticons. Like, these are like zombies. So it's a very different approach in terms of how you handle the action sequences there. I don't know where we go from here. I really think that the next episode is going to be about Megatron finalizing his plan to build the space bridge and all that shit to bring forth the army of the dead, the literal army of the dead from Cybertron. We'll see. And I'm assuming Jack will come back. Probably not obviously within the first like segment, because there's like 3 segments in these shows, as you know. There's that first part, then there's a commercial break, which obviously this is not airing on TV. The second middle part, and then the third part. So I'm guessing within the second part, the middle of the episode, he'll come back, and then, you know, we'll continue. Fastly before we kind of end off here, because there was just a lot of action in the episode. There wasn't too much to talk about in terms of story, except for the Megatron shit. It's like I was overall like, okay, the humans are here, and they weren't really like too much in the episode. Like a lot of it was just like them, of course, along for the ride and all the chaos and shit. So it was very different because they didn't have as much lines and dialogue in this episode. So I think it helped a little bit in terms of me, because as you guys know, I've not been the biggest fan of the kid characters, the human characters, in the show so far. So I'm not saying I'm like, oh, I'm turning around completely and I'm starting to really like the characters. It's just like this episode was structured differently to where there wasn't a lot for them to do, and I think that actually benefited the episode, because this episode was really focused on, we have the Autobots separated out, they're not all together, and there's a lot of shit going on either, you know, storyline. All the scenes were cutting back and forth, so we need to focus more on the actual Autobots and the action and shit, and then we'll get to some of the kid-human interaction stuff, which there was arguments and all that stuff happening. So it's good, you know, it's fine. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the reaction. I'm curious what you guys thought about this episode, and we'll see what happens with part 5 of Darkness Rising next week. But anyways, I'm curious to see what happens next. Hope you guys for the video. Talk to you guys soon. Peace out.